Hi everyone, my name is Benny Dingemans and I'm the head brewer for the Stanley Park Brew Pub. We're very excited to bring the Park Beer Explorers Club to life with our first ever subscription box. A lot of items in this box. We have a lot of seasonal beers, new releases, unique brew pub releases as well, but I'll come back to the beers later. We also wanted to thank all of our first members for the special sign up, and we have a few exclusive items for you in this box. We have a tin tacker in here. We also have a chance to win tickets to the Rugby Sevens, as well as a few exclusive brew pub offers. As I mentioned earlier, we have a lot of new and seasonal offers in this subscription box. I personally had a lot of fun putting together a nice lineup and bring you a good variety of different beer styles, both from our production facility as well as from our brew pub. Talk to you first about our offers from our production facility. So we have our Electro Lager. Electro Lager is a light-bodied lager that we dry hop to bring forth a little bit of citrus, as well as we use sea salt in it to give it a nice and crisp, refreshing taste. About 4% and 15 IBU, and it's a really perfect beer for that January, that month right after the holidays that can be very overindulgent. For our second offer from our production facility, we have the Windstorm West Coast Pale Ale. It's a really classic traditional pale ale that we dry hopped with mosaic hops, and mosaic hops offer a lot of tropical fruity notes as well as a hint of citrus. 5.4% and about 30 IBU, and for us this is really a staple in our portfolio. A lot of our consumers love this beer. We have another offer from our production facility, the Trail Hopper Session IPA. We had a lot of fun coming up with this recipe. We love our classic Trail Hopper IPA, but we thought we would put a spin on it, making it a session beer, as well as incorporating grapefruit. So it's 4.8% and about 40 IBU. I'll talk to you now about our exclusive brewpub offerings. So we have our Brave Noise Pale Ale. And Brave Noise is a very important organization that's advocating for safe spaces in breweries, wineries, basically any alcohol manufacturer. Proceeds of this beer go to a charity that we've chosen, and that one is called Diversity in Brewing. The beer itself is a pale ale that we dry hop with mosaic and Sabro hops, and you're going to expect notes of citrus, some tropical fruit, as well as a hint of coconut. It's a really easy drinking pale ale, 5.1% and about 25 IBU. The next offering we have from the brew pub is our red wine barrel aged triple. I grew up in Europe, so I was raised on Belgian triples, Belgian quads, and I have a lot of fun coming up with recipes to brew these beers. So I thought it would be fun to create a Belgian triple, put it in a cork and cage style bottle. It's 8.5% and about 28 IBU. What we did was we created our Belgian triple base, and then after fermentation, we barrel aged it in red wine barrels on top of Gewürztraminer and mandolin grape skins. So you're gonna pick up on a lot of red wine tasting notes, some like red berries, as well as a hint of like clove. This one is really a bottle meant for sharing, but you're totally free to enjoy this on your own. The next offer we have from the brew pub is a new and exclusive beer that you're going to be the first people to try this beer. It's the Invasive Species Blackberry Dark Lager, and it's kind of a partnership we did with the Stanley Park Ecology Society. They took us out on a nature walk in Stanley Park, right here behind the brew pub, and they taught us a lot about invasive species that are in the park. I learned that blackberry apparently is invasive to Stanley Park, so we took that as inspiration to create a beer and kind of incorporate invasive species that are growing in the park. We made a German-style black lager that we incorporated blackberry puree into, as well as burdock root, another invasive species in the park. And the burdock root adds a little bit of like earthy, nutty taste to the beer. And then obviously you're going to pick up on a lot of dark fruit from the dark lager beer, as well as the dark fruit taste from blackberries. It's about 5% and 30 IBU, and it's a really, really good tasting dark lager. We hope you enjoy the offerings from our winter beer subscription box. We had a lot of fun putting this together, so cheers.